But here to introduce himself in a real and authentic Canberra way, David Pecotic.
So my name's David Pecotic, and as Phil, actually, first of all, a round of applause for Phil again for that awesome song. Right. So in the spirit of that song, I'd like to say, yes, I am a public servant, I'm sorry. Okay. But I'm also a parent and a wonder junkie. So, because when I wonder, I don't take myself so seriously, and I buy less stuff, and I don't get as angry about things. So I just sort of travel along, and I reckon that it would be great if there was like a wonder machine. I think that would be the way to solve the world's problems. A wonder machine, something that, at the flick of a switch, you could, or the drop of a pill, you could turn on that wonder. Or perhaps for some of you in the audience, it could be nibbling a mushroom. It's up to you how you'd like to define that. And as a wonder junkie, being a parent is a great thing. It really is. So, I love spending weekends with my kids. I get to take them to the park, and I finally get to pay attention, just complete attention to my phone. Yeah, so we got phone fans here, that's great. So look, I'm not gonna, I can almost understand why people are down on Facebook. I am, because, it's ruined society, and it's turned us all into products. But on the other hand, it's really validated the sort of the evolution of our opposable thumbs, and I think that's a big thumbs up for Facebook. But then that makes me stop and think. Enough people tell me, that their posts, my posts. Well, they eventually post me, of course, but that my posts make them think. And so that made me think maybe I already have my wonder machine, and my wonder machine is my Facebook account. So, because if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have known about I wouldn't have come across the fact that Australian birds of prey have been observed burning the bush. All right? So what they do is they take little twigs, burning twigs, and they fly over somewhere that's not burnt, and they drop it there, and then they just watch for things to come out and eat them. All right, Australia, am I right? Yeah, that's what we're about, because it's not enough that our animals, are poisonous and venomous. No, that's not terrifying enough. And of course, it used to be that the defining line between humans and animals was the ability to burn stuff. But it turns out that we were wrong, and animals can be arseholes too. So that made me wonder. With all that knowledge at their fingertips, why isn't it that ecologists don't become eco-terrorists more often? Because what could be more terrifying than an Australian bushfire? An Australian bushfire set alight by squadrons of specially trained eagles. If it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have known about the fact that a dozen camels were recently disqualified from a beauty pageant over Botox injections. I think we should really savor that sentence, because you don't get to say it very often. Camels in a beauty pageant were disqualified over Botox injections. So I don't know what fills me with more wonder, that human beings like me could fill an animal like a camel with Botox, or that someone came up with the idea of having a beauty pageant for camels in the first place. So it astounds me. And so does anyone remember Barney the dinosaur? Yeah, big. Okay, big purple dinosaur thing in I love you. Yeah, okay. It all comes flooding back now, right? Okay, I hate to break it to you, kiddies, but Barney is now a thriving tantric sex practitioner as a business. It's true. But just so you don't get the wrong idea, it's not in the suit. He doesn't wear the suit anymore. Right, so there is a website for that. Just in case you wanted to, I had to do my research to make sure that it was. But don't do it at work. It's important not to do it. Yeah. He's apparently he gets his clients mostly through word of mouth, and through meeting women on Tinder. So obviously he's created a bit of a long-standing controversy in the legitimate tantric sex education community. So I know what you're thinking. Who would have thought that there were so many legitimate tantric sex practitioners out there? Yeah. Also, who would have thought that they could maintain their anger and rage for such a long time? Yeah, that one still puzzles me. And if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have come across the hashtag, Australia is not real, people. We're a hoax created by Britain, and we're all living in South America right now. So enjoy it. So apparently the Australian nation is a myth created by the British, which just goes to prove that even conspiracy theorists can get something right some of the time. And I'm hoping that it's a relief, at the very least, it's a relief to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, because it means that the last 200 years never happened, and the quicker we get rid of that, the better. I think we can all share that one. I'll hand out my card later, and you can all sign up and share that if you want. So I don't blame Facebook for any of this. Because technology isn't bad or it's not good. It's just a mirror and a loudspeaker. And Facebook can sell us stuff. It sells me stuff all the time. But I choose wonder, and I hope after this little set, you'll choose wonder too. Now I've got to go home and ignore my children some more, so I can get But I think it's very important to remember it's okay. We're not real anyway. Thank you. Good night.
David Pecotic!